Okay, very good afternoon, one and all. This is second class of renewable energy. In last class, we have discussed the energy and how it is classified based on some criterias and primary and secondary energies, commercial energies, renewable and non-renewable, conventional and non-conventional, and energy consumption and standards of living. In this class, we are going to discuss about current scenario, current energy scenario. So, this is the installed capacity by the end of 2021 and 22 and 2022 to 2027 in percentage. So coming to here, the government of India has made a commitment to achieve 40% of cumulative installed electricity capacity from non-fossil fuel based energy resources by 2030 year. It has also set a target to reduce the country's emission intensity to 35% by 2030 year. So 33% lower than the 2005 level. So these ends the renewable energy roadmap for 2022 has been charted and projects are already being implemented on ground level. So, however, to make power consumption and the effects, it needs to be scheduled and generated at a low possible cost. So, a committee has been framed to discuss on a optimum energy optimal energy mix in power generation on both medium and long term basis. The aim is to reach this energy automation and provide clean and sustainable power to all. So the committee has issued a report to assess the generation mix required between 2022 and 2027, taking into a amount that intended national described contribution target has been increased to share a hydropower. In this addition, the report discussed the feasibility of operation of a thermal power plant for a integrated 175 gigavolts of renewable energy by 2022. The Renewable Energy Watch takes look at a report finding the respective renewable energy sectors. So in this, you can take optimal generation mix. So the key focus of report is on method for optimal generation of power. In these issue for any nation, generation of power and its offtake need to be scheduled in such manner that the cost or minimum and output or maximum. In most cases, the power generation is optimized considering the cost associated with a operation of existing and committed generation sections. So as well as the capital cost and optimum cost of the new generation section are moreover policy and regulatory consistence which are capacity added targets must run status of renewable energy sources, loss of load possibilities and reserve energy margins and this emission limit has been considered based on the electricity demand assess under the 19th electric power survey and the renewable capacity added target by 2022 generation mix study for a optimum capacity mix has been carried out for a year period of 2021 to 22 and 2026 to 27. This study has been done to support the national electricity plan and with assumptions that has been taken renewable energy generation should be fulfilled or adopted into the system without any doubt. The study estimate that the peak power demand with a about 225.8 gigawatts in 2021 to 22, for which one for which 1,566 billion units of electricity could be required. In 2026 to 27, the peak demand is expected to rise like expected like 298.8 gigawatts for 2047 million units of electricity could be required. Hence, it is projected that between 2017 and 2022, the 6,823 megawatts of hydropower and 25,545 megawatts of thermal and 3,300 megawatts of nuclear and 1 lakh, sorry, 17,755 760 gigawatt megawatts of renewable energy capacity will be installed in the country. For the period of 2002 to 2027, two scenarios has been considered to meet power demands. In these, first scenario in India, current capacity addition target has been analyzed to match with a Indian trading targets that has been observed that even within 1 lakh 25,000 megawatts of installed capacity of renewable energy sources, that is the capacity added 1 lakh megawatts during 2007 to 2022. It means 25,000 megawatts during 2022 to 2027, as well as the committed capacity addition from hydro and nuclear in the target are very easily achieved. The second case means second scenario focused on hydropower and considered a higher installed capacity of 80,000 megawatts by 2027. It has been found that in this scenario, half of installed capacity would come from non-fossil fuels, while 40% of can be from fossil fuels, where in this case effect has been made on the war-footed to timely harmless the hydropower potential. Thus, in these projected, the total share of renewable energy in this capacity mix will be increased from 17% in March 2007 17 to 44% in 2027, while to share the thermal power will be reduced from 67% to 43% during the same period. So, in which in the line of government's targets, however, the power generation from renewable will increase from 6% to 23% in the year from 2000 2017 to 2027. So while the energy generation from thermal sources will reduces from 81% in such in March 2017 to 60% in 2027. This shows that even share of installed renewable capacity will be highest in 2027. Most of energy generation will still come from fossil based sources only. So, coming to emerging systems, the report mentioned technology that has been implemented in other parts of world and use it to support Indian energy growth. In these ultra technology, these plants has been greater efficiency than the critical and subcritical plants and operate at steam pressure of 280 kg per centimeter square and temperature is 600 degrees centigrade. The technology has been adopted from recent awarded. Ma, 1 minute, ma. Sorry for interruption. So where we are ultra technology. So the technology is being adopted from recent awarded and coal-based capacity in Madhya Pradesh. So the battery storages system are being considered by a nation that has set renewable energy target to assess grid balancing. So, next coming to electrical vehicles. In its National Electric Mobility Mission Plan 2012, the government has implemented that India should have 6 million electric vehicles by 2020. So study assess that while higher education electric vehicles penetration comes lead to an increase in electricity demand. This demand could not be very significant. So it is assumed that the survey of these electrical vehicle load increases the capacity of addition that could not be required as per demand could be confined to off-peak hours. In addition, electric vehicles may help in utilizing a solar energy during solar peak hours, hereby reduction in needs of flexible operation of coal-based plants. Coming to next topic, environment accepts of energy utilization. So energy conservation and environment are interrelated. With increase in electric power generation, the environment degradation has become a serious problem. To meet the bulk and electric energy demand in industries and agricultural sectors, India has to move forward and develop many large thermal, hydro, and nuclear plant projects. All of these projects has environmental issues. We all live in an environment which consistent air, water, land, and other biological organisms present in a biosphere. So, coming to global environment awareness, so global awareness of environment problem was recognized in conference of 2007, I mean 1972. Attention was paid towards rising accomplishing of greenhouse gases in atmosphere due to industrial pollutants and coal burning power plants. the scientific the scientific reasons of when heads of nation met in June 2000, I mean 1992, and the target remedy action has been takes place. The objective of convention was to achieve sustainable stabilization of greenhouse gases concentration in atmosphere at the level that prevent dangerous anthropophage means some bacteria's interfaces with a climate systems. So here the first one is Kyoto protocol, and second one is climate change summit. So in this one, the agreement intended to limit the world's carbon emission was signed by 74, I mean 84 countries in Japan 2000, I mean 1997. So these protocol calls up 38 developed countries to cut their greenhouse gases emission between the year 2008 and 2012. The level 5% low they 2000 I mean sorry to level in the year 1990. It recognized the necessity of some developed countries and permit them to higher than level in the year 1990 of this greenhouse gas emission. These countries are Australia, like it's increased it up to 108%, Iceland 110%, Norway 111%, 101%, New Zealand and Ukraine and Russia 100%, and United States of America, which creates 37% of global emission higher in world and refused to this protocol. So here the national agreement provide three other options to develop countries to earn carbon credits towards the reduction of greenhouse gas emission, namely clean development mechanism, joint implementation, third one international emission trades. These this clean development mechanism means provide an opportunity to industrialized countries to earn credited by investing in clean energy production or in emission reducing project in developing countries. So second one is joint implementation. It is another approach for countries to earn credits by investing in emission reduction projects in developed countries in agreement with the protocol target. So third one, integrated emission target allows buying and selling emission credits among the developed countries which are members in protocol document. So this treaty is a step to solve the environmental challenges of global warming posed by emission of greenhouse gases. Dominant warning occurred in a land mass between 40 degrees and 70 degrees latitude. And Kyoto International Environment Agreement was being become an international law with two conditions. There are 55 countries has been approached by passing these national legislation. Second one is approving countries necessary to be industrial, and as soon as as soon as to account for 55% of their global emission in 1990. These keto global warming went phase in Feb 17, 2005, when Russia itself approval and the objectives by adopting the following measures are improving energy efficiency, maximum use of renewable energy, carbon dioxide. Sorry for disturbance, ma'am. So, fourth one is some taxes submission on these greenhouse gases committing commercial energy sources. These protocol encourages the mention that progressive high use of renewable energy sources to reduce greenhouse gas emission. It also indicates that main barrier to development of renewable energy sources is the rise is the price preferences presently by giving a commercial energy sources through tax and daily subsidies. And this climate change summit is conferences held at some in countries during December 2009, 6th to 18th. The team of this protocol will take over 2012 to keep the process in on the line. There was a need for new climate protocol. The conference in the framework convention on climate change was attended by 193 countries from all over the world. So next one, impact of renewable energy generation on environment. So in this, first one is solar energy, wind energy, biomass energy, geothermal energy, ocean thermal energy conversion. First one is, let us brief, a short note like energy. Solar energy is available in consideration easily and cleanest means topping newly renewable energy for direct conversion of solar radiation into usable form. The router or solar thermal, solar photo violet, and solar architecture. However, main problem associated with solar energy is required to install large solar collectors. The other related problems are high cost in populating areas because of large area of land requirement, and solar thermal systems use high transfer heat transfer fluid like sulfate for higher temperature applications, and aromatic alcohol are required, and solar thermal systems may pose a health hazard in public demand due to their carelessness disposal. And solar power generator needs battery back with some storage capacity to be provide power during a night on the cloudy days, and backup diesel generator. The total system contains several pollutants and these hazard to eyesight for solar reflection. And coming to wind energy, a wind turbine generator provides electricity with vital no desired effect on global environment. So it provides no water and air pollution. Sorry, it produces no water and air pollution. In practice, a few environment consideration associated with in means wind energy generation. Note like. The wind development requires large area, large land area to keep distance between turbines and turbine roll. So wind turbine degrade environment by noise pollution. Coming to biomass, these biomass material obtained from agriculture, agro industries, I mean, and forest operations, several 70% of Indian population for energy needs. It is renewable, widely available, and carbon neutral. It supports soil fertilization and check water runoff and stop like other pollution. Side of environment analysis, combustion of biomass produce air pollution, large scale production of biomass and it harvesting accurately, soil erosion and nutrient loss. So, domestic use of biomass in rural areas creates air pollution and health hazard for women and children's. Coming to geothermal energy is a heat from earth interior obtained as trapped hot water or steam. These geothermal resources differ with location, but environmental pollute air and water. The chemical contents in geothermal fluids widely differ with site and rock structure of each reservoir, and steam and water from geothermal fluids consist non-gases, carbon dioxide, methanol, and besides several toxic chemicals in suspension and colloidal from environment. So gases escape into a atmosphere. Gases contain H2S or oxides to form a drop and acid as a acid rain. These chemicals like chloride, sulfate, and carbonate of lead, bromide, and pollute soil and water. Discharge of waste hot water from into a river. It affects the drinking water and farming and fisheries. Noise pollution created by these blowdown and centrifuge separation is a health hazard and controlled by installment of sizzlers. Large scale withdrawal of underground fluid from a geothermal fluid may target ground subsequently and causes damage to surface structure, and and it is a small factor of emission in intensity of conventional thermal plants. Coming to ocean thermal energy conversion, plants convert the thermal energy of ocean water, aquatic from solar radiation into a electric energy. Being environment began compare with conventional power plant, it may still carry threats of adverse effect on quality of air, quality of ocean water. So nearly 4 centimeter water per million volts of generation, massive flow distribute thermal balance and change this gradient and turbidity. It creates adverse impact on marine environment, and alumina is used as working fluid in closed cycle of these conversion system. It leakage may causes great damage to these ocean ecosystems. So these are the some types impacts of renewable energy generation of these five energies. Now coming to cost, ecological cost. So ecological true energy costs are higher than presently paid by customers. So ecological cost covers all expenses to current to correct the environment damage occurred during the production and disposal of waste from energy sources. This is also termed green accounting cost of electricity providing from different energy sources. The market penetration of any technology depends upon the economic and financial advantages. The cost of product produced from conventional sources like thermal means coal, oil, gas, and large hydro and nuclear plant is cheaper than the obtained from new renewable energy sources. So here comparative cost details are given below. So here thermal is um, 5 rupees 3.5 kilovolts per hour, plus here adding they are adding ecological cost means installment of that equipment and damages they are adding in thermal. In large hydro they are not adding any ecological cost. In nuclear they are adding in thermal in thermal also they are adding. In small hydro they are not adding any ecological cost. In wind energy they are adding, and in biomass and solar uh, photovoltaic they are not adding any ecological cost. Give me 5 minutes.